How big an issue is this for companies who are doing business in manufacturing here in the Lower Mainland?
It's a big issue, and it means that it can put companies in a tight spot. I spoke with Kari Yuers, President and CEO of Kryton International Inc., which manufactures products for concrete waterproofing and durability here in South Vancouver.
Hmm.
The company was lucky to find space when they were looking to grow in the early 2000s, but Kari says it's been a tough market since.
I also sit on private boards where we've been looking for industrial land, many acres of either raw land or existing facility that can be renovated for many years now. And it's almost been ridiculous in terms of the escalation of price, the challenges in finding land or even getting it at any kind of reasonable price. Bidding on many pieces and parcels of land as they become available, but there isn't a lot once you get into these multi-acre sites to build a new state-of-the-art facility, it becomes more challenging.
So companies are having to make some creative decisions. For Kari's company, they decided to keep a company they acquired in Calgary there and eat the cost of flying back and forth because they couldn't find anything affordable or suitable here.
When we have these conversations about land use, as we so often do, we tend to talk about housing because there's such a shortage of housing and, a housing crisis. Why should we be caring this much about industrial land when, we can't build enough places for people to live?
Well, I heard from Kari that a strong economy benefits everyone. She quoted from a report by the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade about the impact more industrial land would have.
Expanding our industrial land supply, just 1% could turn into 12.2 billion. I mean, these are big numbers, right? So it's it's not like, oh, well, it won't matter. I think that we're really hindering by just these incremental little changes could turn into billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of jobs. And so I think that it's just something that we need to pay attention to because it's not a sexy topic. Nobody cares about industrial land. They're like, heck, we just care about housing and house affordability. And I think those are so important. But I think that if we're going to have jobs so people can afford houses and afford, living and working in the region, we need to have a thriving, a balanced economy. We need to have food security. We need to have food processing. We need to have jobs like manufacturing jobs like ours, so we can expand and hire more people and pay more profit sharing and all the things that Kryton does to hopefully build a thriving business that can export and bring money back into our economy.
That's Kari Yuers with Kryton International Inc. So as you can see, a lot of things are interconnected.